It was a slat all along.
What the
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the finale of Into the Vampire, here on A Story Worth Telling, where we review LGBTQ stuff.
I like that. Stuff.
And we're here,
It is the finale.
dolled up, ready for a vampiric time. It's been a traumatic ride. We've come a long way, from the zombies in the Romanian forests to the dusty heads of our favourite young vampire. Who knows?
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
This is season 2 finale. I don't know if there's a season 3. I guess we'll see how this ends. There's an awful lot of stuff to unpack. Well, obviously the story to complete. We've got Daniel's like strange relationship with a spy, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's kind of hot. We're going to go through this finale and pray that we make it through the other side.
What do we want to see?
Happiness.
Okay, try again. What else would you like to see?
This series is really good for the subtle LGBTQ representation, but also the kind of representation that we as queer audiences only notice, perhaps, in moments where other audiences wouldn't necessarily.
We resonate.
We resonate with a lot of this. Yes, they may be blood-sucking killers, but they have arguments like gays.
We resonate with it, I think, strongly because we see ourselves reflected in the characters themselves.
One of my favourite moments so far in this series, in this season in particular, was the weird self-hate, like shame complex that Armand had with creating other vampires. Because I thought the allegory there to like queer shame was so big, like that's all I could see when I was watching that. So it's moments like that that I think really make this series. But I could do without the gore.
I had nowhere to go.
I think this is my worst nightmare.
Have you ever seen that film with Ryan Reynolds called Buried?
Is that it? Is that the end?
Yeah, but it's awful, honestly. Don't.
Does he get out?
No.
Is that a spoiler?
I don't know how it can be a spoiler. It's called Buried.
Claudia was dead. I could feel it.
What were the consequences of you saving Louis?
Ridicule. Santiago had suspected I had rigged the audience to spare Louis' life.
So he just took over the role of maître.
The worst nights were the pragmatic ones. A rock shifts by my knee. Could I make another rock move? What was left to endure for? Claudia is dead.
I wonder how many other vampires are locked in those drawers.
Well, they're probably dead. Because they're saying that if you you can also starve to death as a vampire.
You ruined his play. They didn't get to kill Louis on stage.
And Santiago improvised a worse death.
There's some revenge here.
So, how did you get him out?
I don't read the Bible much anymore. I was dead. But my rage had risen. Followed closely behind by my madness. My rage had been denied blood.
Ooh.
My rage found a forgotten crypt amongst the forgotten dead.
He's gone a bit.
Cuckoo? Yeah.
I mean, I would too at that point.
Yeah. He's drawing where the coffin positions are.
What I don't get is what's happened to I'm a bit. Where did the start go? Did he just literally go, right, well, I'm done now, I'm happy now, got my revenge, I'm fucking off back?
And also, Armand woke him and then didn't do anything else.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Louis,
I don't have any use for it now.
I know you can hear me. You must leave Paris. They're going to find out what I did. Do not worry about me.
I ain't fucking worried about you!
I feel like Armand should also run.
In the rap box with Sam. Hans hauled me off. Ugly costume.
His crime was ugly costume.
Pull me out the wall.
Yes. I could not save her. If I thought there was a way, I would have.
Shut up. Do not find yourself at the theater tomorrow night at curfew.
Probably do the same if I'm honest.
In the lair where they slept, I could have been a marching band.
I'm gonna take a shit on his coffin. He needs to be a little bit careful about not getting himself stuck in there.
6 by fire, 2 by blade,
Where's Santiago?
and with no sign of Armand from the start. That meant 4 had escaped.
It had to be the London Coven. They have always been jealous of us.
It's because we started speaking English.
Told you. Covenant Wars.
She never got over you stealing Santiago.
Oh,
Try drinking from Gustav.
that
Is he
skill
lighting it
finally
remotely?
came in.
No way. I told you a birthday candle would come in useful.
Celeste, it's down.
Can I just say, I love this because they put like this smooth jazz music
Yeah.
under it, and it's kind of like, yeah, justice, baby.
Is your companion with you?
Didn't you hear? We broke up.
I rather doubt that.
It was me that gave Claudia that hot exit from the garden.
Come to me.
Come to me. Remember that from the last episode?
He's now using it on Santiago.
Yeah.
Bitch.
We used her as eyeshadow for the next month's performances. And some nights, Louis,
Come to me, Francis.
I put a pinch of them in my fist before I closed my coffin at night. And I'd use her hot, wet ashes to pleasure myself.
Oh, God.
That man need help.
That joke in between your legs and that farm girl, Lenora, who couldn't keep quiet about it.
She only thought it was small because my testicles are so enormous.
Are there not better conversations we might be having?
Cool. Santiago. Go.
Did the same thing back to him.
Come to me.
Jesus Christ. He's some sort of ninja now.
Work.
He brought a cloak to a knife fight.
And all my rage and madness exited my body.
It's quite impressive to have murdered an entire coven, I think.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I wouldn't give you the Guinness World Record for it. Like,
The stats probably got that. Here he is.
You look small.
This was Magnus's lair.
Some distance between the happy couple. Details left to work out after the homicide of Fralik. I came here to have a think. Why I do what I do.
because you're a psychopath.
Why?
Burned your daughter
I
alive?
think he's...
Why you crossed an ocean to rehearse a play that would burn your daughter alive?
That's fair. Ooh.
I've come to kill you.
I have the blood of Magnus in me.
Magnus burned.
I have the blood of Akasha in me.
Who's that?
Akasha.
Who's
so,
that? Who's that?
Akasha is. Do you remember ages ago?
She a
so,
Jedi?
Then the. Can I finish? It's not a fucking Jedi, is she?
Oh wait, that's Ashoka. Never mind.
So Akasha in Anne Rice's lore was the first vampire.
Oh.
She was Egyptian queen and she made like a deal with like a goddess or something for something, and in return he turned her into a vampire, and she is what all vampire spawn come from.
So everyone's got her blood in them.
Oh yeah, it's not that special, is it?
Here's your death. Let's start.
Oh, make him jealous.
Oh, that's such a gay way of
It's a
doing
bit of a flex,
revenge.
that. You will never get this.
You will never.
See this face again.
He and I are gonna spend the rest of our lives together. Wherever your miserable life takes you, whatever pale proxy of me, I'll be with him.
I love it. That is such a gay thing.
And that is how you do a breakup. You will never find anything as fine as me.
He didn't think we would make it.
But are they still together? Just to prove the point.
Well, that is yeah.
Because they might be like, look,
if
this
they-
was over 20 years ago, but unfortunately, I got a point to prove.
Because if Louis broke up with Armand, then that would be a defeat.
Yeah.
That is not a good reason to stay with someone to spite someone else.
Yeah, but then
Very
you can
poor.
say that about so many couples now. Like, why are you still together? Oh, because it's just convenient.
And that's the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else.
Bullshit.
Mind if I ask a few follow-up questions? There's just some things I've been jotting down along the way. He's guarding Armand in the theater box, but you also have him helping to bury you below stage.
He was with me in the box.
Yeah, he was with Armand in the box.
Oh.
Where is this going? Where is this going?
This is a bit... This is like when you get to the end of a film and you didn't expect like a big
This is a shock
twist.
Yeah.
How many soldiers did he mindfuck out of the townhouse that night?
I don't know.
10, 15?
More like 30.
Back to the trial again. It seems to me that there was more than one person in the theater that night who could have saved you.
What?
The stat went for banishment?
Daniel.
I know. It's my job. I'm built this way. I know. It's a stretch, but...
It's in your nature, Mr. Malloy.
Santiago should hand the diary into the audience, have them feel the evidence in their hands.
Is that Armand's comments?
Was.
Where did you get that?
Read it for yourself.
Oh my god, this is bad.
At this point, you're just like, fucking hell, just poor Louis, leave him alone.
This is Armand's lie.
He was involved in the whole thing.
Yeah.
And now you rise from your chair and walk towards Claudia.
No. Not good. Are there any good vampires out there for Louis? You know what I mean?
I just can't
I
believe
don't know
this.
who's telling the truth anymore.
I think the only person that you can kind of like have remorse for is Louis, because he's just been fucked over in every way
been thrown
possible.
around.
I think him and Daniel should run away together.
But Daniel's looking at all that trauma and he's probably going, ooh.
I've got a book deal, mate.
You have no idea of Claudia's strength.
He didn't witness the play.
He orchestrated the whole thing.
He directed the play.
Banishment.
It was a stat all along.
What the fuck?
Where does the bullshit start? Armand, Amadeo, Arun. You were supposed to die with Claudia.
Am I now Team Lestat? I don't know.
Lestat did. 77 years based on a seismic lie.
It's a forgery, Louis.
It's from the Talamasca. Sam was their guy in Paris.
Daniel's in trouble now. He needs to get out of
yeah.
there and quickly.
Louis! Louis!
Get out.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Girl.
Run. Take your shit and run.
Time to go, hon.
Oh! The library is over the table.
The library is fucked.
You harm him in any way, I will kill you. Do you understand? return, you need to be gone.
Oh, this is like...
Fuck.
After 70 years of marriage, darling, I would like a divorce.
just
This
don't-
is that moment. You're seeing two examples of two people who have gone about in two different ways, in two different unhealthy ways, to try and make love work, right? They so desperately wanted it, but Lestat was, you know, in the first season, overly manipulative to the point of abusive.
using information to control Louis.
But he was also like abusive. And Armand has kind of given off this whole like, no, I'm a good guy actually, and I mean to, but actually has
scheming behind the
been
scenes.
scheming the whole time. And it's like both of these things come from these people just so desperate for love. And I think that's quite a queer thing as well. Like, not to say that you should base your relationships off scheme and manipulation,
That
but
was what I was going to say. There are no role models here for healthy relationships.
But also, when someone is so desperate for love, and I think sometimes, especially as LGBTQ people, when we feel like it can be a lonely world for us, and we're told it's going to be by people as well.
We make bad choices.
Well, it's important to remember that you can find something organic, and you will, everyone will find something, but don't try and do negative things to make it happen. It will come. At least you get to keep the house.
$10 million wired into your account.
Oh?
Thank you.
Shit.
No. It's all right. We've got one drive.
That's why you got to
now.
make backups, but
Yeah, you got cloud computing.
Got to have it on the
nowadays.
cloud.
How come you coming in when everybody else getting out?
Something's happening.
This Odette said to be at least a 3. Could be a 4.
Is this New Orleans? Is it?
Knows.
Yeah.
It's not uni.
He's gone back home after everything.
We're happy to have you as long as you'll have us. But we are boarding up the hotel for the hurricane. So we're asking our guests to fill out this liability waiver.
What?
It's a fucking hurricane.
We
love.
claim no responsibility for damage to you whilst you are staying in this hotel in a hurricane. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a fucking hurricane.
You're joking.
Okay, well, you try and guarantee safety from the forces of Mother Nature.
Also in residence was a local Creole hustler. His little child bride. They were running a voodoo cult in the back rooms above the courtyard garden.
He's got good information, this guy.
No, he fucking hasn't.
Well, who that? The next morning, couldn't nobody find head-to-head piece of none of them. But what did they find? Blood in between the...
That is a very conspicuous vampire.
Louis.
That's Louis?
Cheese?
Is this another boyfriend?
I mean, there's a mad hurricane outside. I keep fucking telling dog. Shit, God damn it.
Would you like one?
Hello, Lestat.
Squeak.
Hello, Louis.
He looks a bit sad.
He's been eating too many rats.
Just need about 50 more years.
Has he gone mad?
Siri, pause.
Siri, what's the weather like today? Hurricane.
Did you save my life in Paris?
I gave you to Armand. You tell me if that was saying.
Why didn't you say? I didn't know it was a gift. Now, wore it like a curse?
Shall we list all the ways we have wronged each other and why it will never be right between monstrous?
I came to thank you.
September 8, 1973. It was 11:07 here. Did you hurt yourself?
I was lost. And I was in a dark way.
I can't get her out of my mind.
I carried her home. I made you turn her.
Oh, God.
But I was new.
I don't know how to feel in this moment.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What is happening?
It's like Game of Thrones at the end when Cersei and Jaime are in the...
Spoilers.
And they're like... and then it just crumbles on top of them. Do you not remember that?
Yeah, I remember being disappointed.
You're so disappointing.
You haven't even told your viewers what the book is about.
Oh, good point. The book purports to be an interview with an actual vampire.
Oh, I know what it's about. It's about you, Leonard, trying to go viral. We interviewed an actual actually 2 vampires, a species that's lived among us for centuries.
You were one of our finest, and now you're a Bigfoot hunter chasing
Hey, man,
Jesus' bloodline.
I've sold millions of these books.
What is going on?
Wait to read the book.
I mean, that's one way to sell a book.
Il a tué les siens au Paris.
Louis Delac, it's me. Listen, your royalty checks keep bouncing back to me, man. No editor's next book, I promise.
There won't be a next book. There shouldn't have been a first book.
I really wouldn't be staying put if I were you. I'm guessing you haven't heard from my maker.
I'm sorry you were burdened out of spite.
I feel like so much has just happened.
What is right
in the space of like 5 minutes?
Louis and Lestat kind of make up and maybe like put the past behind them.
Do they like rush this ending a little bit?
It feels a little bit scatty. So Daniel is now a vampire, and that's why he's wearing sunglasses. Maybe Armand's made him a vampire.
Yeah, maybe.
You want to write another with me?
Sequels, audiobooks, sex toys.
Yeah.
Daniel's got this whole new attitude now.
You still haven't read it, have you?
It's on top of my stack.
That's a horrible cover for a book, I'm sorry.
It's getting early here, Daniel.
Get out of Dubai, Louis. Hey, where'd you get those headphones?
Vampiric enemy number 1, I guess.
Skyscraper.
Is that Lestat on the wall?
All of you.
Claudia's dress?
This is the vampire Louis Dulac. I live in the penthouse apartment at the Al Sharaf Towers in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So for all you cowards out there talking shit, talking about taking a run at me, hear this now. And hear it plain. I own the night.
Kind of turned on.
I'm actually really
Well, holy fucking shit. So this is like, this to me is Louis is like, he's owning it now.
Yeah.
He's like, I know who I am. I know my past. And now I can take control of my future.
I'm glad it didn't go down that they got back. So clearly he didn't get back together with Lestat, but they just kind of had a bit of a reconciling moment after season 1 and kind of both had out there.
Oh, and the hurricane storm was their relationship. Claudia said it in an earlier episode, the storm of your relationship.
Yeah.
And there they are in the center of a storm.
Yeah. And now he's on his own and he's kind of happy that way. I think that's quite a nice thing actually, because sometimes we do learn that we can be strong on our own. But I don't know if this means there's a follow-up to come. I mean, the interview is over. The whole Daniel
Well, they're
thing,
talking about a sequel book. But I don't know.
So clearly, I think we understand Armand, to get back at Louis, made Daniel a vampire.
I would be so invested in a series that looked at Magnus and his relationship with Lestat.
We hope you enjoyed this roller coaster of trauma.
That pretty much sums up this show, actually. Roller coaster.
Remember, it
gets better.
It gets
give this
Can't
video a
use that
like,
slogan.
comment, subscribe,
Yeah.
and we'll see you in the next one, I guess.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey everyone, if you liked that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out all of our other playlists and videos.
And if that wasn't enough and you want to get more involved, check out our website at aswtcommunity.com, where you can find our Patreon, blogs, Discord, merchandise, and much more.
Yes, now do gay shit!